Well, hello guys. Thanks for stopping by today to Steve's Outdoor World. What the heck is this? Yeah, I went and gave blood today. Sucked the pint out of me. I have them do that every other month, and kind of good because you get your you get free stuff. I got a big old free umbrella today, and I got a movie ticket, and it's good for us to do that, us old timers, because it helps lower iron. We don't need a lot of iron at my age. Anyway, yeah, it's a good thing to do, and you're donating the blood to the troops, you know. So anyway, I wanted to show you what I do for happy guts, okay? Keep the old happy guts going. And I'm going to set this camera down and rig up my little chest harness thing so we can rock and roll here on this build. So I'm going to set this down now. Yeah, we're all harnessed up here. All harnessed up. There we go. What do we got here? Got a cabbage sitting here. But first of all, I want to do one little trick. I've been doing these two things. I don't know if you saw my bone broth show. We did the bone broth show. And we're going to do a little bit of coconut water kefir. This is excellent stuff. Natural, no sugar added. This brand here I've been getting seems to work real well. Yeah, we did the bone broth show, we did the kombucha show. Those are all good things you need to do to help out the old innards. We have to have good gut flora, folks. We don't, you're going to get sick, okay? We don't want you sick. We're outdoorsmen, we're hunters, we're fishermen, okay? We're trappers. We work in the garden. Now, what do we got here? 50 billion, this Ultimate Flora. I've been getting this, and it seems to be working well. I'm sure there's plenty more probiotics you can get out there to accomplish the same mission. So what I do, I got to get more too. I just eaten up the last two. I take two of these, open them up, jump into this coconut. There's nothing added. This is just plain coconut water, folks. There's nothing added, no sugar, no nothing in this. All right. So you do that, get two of them puppies in there. Now we're going to put a cap on this, and I don't like the looks of that cap. This is a nice clean cap here. Put this on, shake her up. Alright, shake that up, that's it. That's all you do. I'm going to stick this over here in the corner, and I'm going to leave it kind of in the dark over there for 2 days. Now I want you to come back tomorrow, the next day after you do that, and taste that. And you're gonna notice it's kind of got a sweet taste to that. You don't want that, okay? You don't want that. You want to do 48 hours on that. Coconut water kefir, I call it. And you're going to get a little tart, kind of a little fuzzy taste, do a little tingle taste to it, like a little wine taste. That's what you want. Now it's got all them probiotics. Then put it in the refrigerator. And what I do is pour a small glass like this. I fill that up, and I drink one of those a day. That's in my little arsenal of goodies that I do, holistic gimmicks that I do. Now here's something right here. We're gonna make sauerkraut. My sauerkraut is different probably from anything you've ever seen out there. This is the texture of this. It's real fine, and I like this. All right. I don't like that big chunky stuff. And this is so easy to do, folks. This is stupid. This is the best stuff. That stuff you buy in the store is dead. They put preservative in that stuff. What good is it? You might have a sauerkraut taste, but there's no food value there. This is loaded with good probiotics. And I'll tell you what, I only eat about 2 or 3 tablespoons of this a day. Stuff is fantastic. And so easy to build. It's friggin' stupid, okay? Now, let's go over here. First thing I wanted, this, I guess you pronounce it Oster blender. Oh man, I got this for Christmas. I'm loving this thing. I had a Hamilton Beach. I use the Hamilton Beach for mixing up my essential oils for my honeybees. Yeah, I've donated that to that because you pretty much ruin a blender when you start mixing up essential oils for honeybees. So I got this puppy. I'm loving it. It's got 2 sets of blades down in there. All right, there's 2 cups of water here. And I use distilled water for making my kombucha and my sauerkraut, okay? I got 2 cups of distilled water here. To that, I'm gonna add a half a teaspoon per cup. But I have 2 cups, so I'm gonna put in 1 teaspoon of pink Himalayan sea salt. That's it. All right, now I've got my strainer bowl rig here. I'll show you that in a minute. We're gonna go back over here and chop up a little cabbage. Now I only make 1 quart of this at a time. That's all I need. I don't go, eat tons of this stuff. Just enough each day to keep the old guts happy. We want to keep a nice, happy gut flora. All right, that's what we do. That's what we do at old Steve-O's base camp. Yep. So we're going to chop this stuff up. I'm going to chop it up a whole lot because this osteobrigum over here is going to really do a number on this, as you're going to see. Put about that much in there. Putting about that much in there, like that. Make sure this is on. I'm going to hit this puppy on high speed here. Let's check her. Now I still got a bunch of big stuff in here. Hit her again. Yeah, that's an easy way to go, guys. It's a no-brainer. If I can do this stuff, anybody can. Check it here with this spoon. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. I'm loving that, okay? Now what you do, you just take this and you pour it into this sieve. Now, it's a kind of a, not really super fine sieve, but and now, what you're going to do is kind of shake this. Get over here where you can see this. So you got your liquid down there. That's what you want to save. Keep saving. Now you're going to just kind of jerk this back and forth like this. Okay. Now you're getting water and balance it. So you're getting all the water out of it, or out of the salt brine. Just like that. Now, load this up in your. Got most of the water out of this. Now add it to your jar. All right. push it down. Start packing this in. All right, you see what we got there? Okay, I want to get it up to about here, right up to about here. So we're going to make some more. So now what you do, you're going to take this brine water. You haven't lost any of the nutrients, you know, from what you just ground. That's all in there. You just don't have any pulp. You're going to pour that back in. You're going to add a little bit more because you're going to bring that up in that jar. I want a little bit more of that in there. And all this extra cabbage, you just, you know, save for cooking up, steaming up some cabbage and carrots. I got a steamer that I put this extra stuff in. And, all right, I got that loaded. Let's go again. Jam it down in there a little bit. See, you haven't lost any of this brine water. This is great. I'll show you what to do with the extra brine water in a minute here. See what we got here. Done. I see people making this stuff all the time on YouTube. Yeah, I've been doing it this way quite a long time. They're doing all this hand massaging of the stuff, sitting there, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, all this hand massaging nonsense. No, I'm not doing all that. This is what Steve-O does. All right, now you got all that liquid going down there. See how that just dries right up? I just got this sieve down at one of my local grocery stores. They had it, you know, over in the food section where the tools are. I've been using this. Oh God, I've had this goofy thing here for about 10 years. See, it comes right out nice and dry. Now you're going to come over here and add it to your jar up to where you want it. Let's see where that is. That may be enough. Yeah, this is going to be plenty. Actually, no, this would be fine. I'm thinking I had a little too much, but just kind of pack it down a little bit. I'm going to take a little of this out. Want it down about 3/4. That's it right there. That's it. Okay. Now what you're going to do over here, you take the big leaves off the thing. This is what I do first thing. I set this down, a big leaf, and then I take my jar and set on top. And then I take my knife and I just cut around and create this circle. I put 2 of them in. And see, it's kind of cupped a little. I put that down like so. Just like that. Then I'll put another one on top of that one. Alright, that, in case you get a little mold, this will, it'll form on the top of that. Now, what you do is you fill this up with brine right up to the top. Like this. See, you've gotten all that stuff, all that good cabbage juice is going in here. That's what you want. Now, you're going to cap it off. I washed these earlier, but I've been making some infusions with different herbs. And a little bit of stain is in them, taking that out. These are all washed clean. Want to keep everything clean. You don't want any crazy stuff. If you happen to get black mold in any of this stuff, throw it out. It's just like kombucha. You get black mold in that stuff, throw it out. Alright, but I haven't had any issues with black mold whatsoever, because I'm just cautious what I do. So that's it. Now, I find that 10 days is perfect on this stuff. I've tried different things. Some people say I'll check it 3 or 4. I've done all that. I just didn't like the taste of it until I hit that 10-day mark. So now what you're going to do, all right, what I got here, I've got paper. I got 2 bags. I got one bag, a Dunkin' Donut bag, and I got another bag. And I've put about 4 or 5 layers of paper towels in here. And the reason you do that is so you don't get your ass chewed, okay? Because this thing's going to burp. This thing's going to burp. And every day, I want you to come over, take it out of this bag, and just crack the top. But even though this is on here tight, it's good. The pressure builds in this, and it will ooze out the liquid. Keep an eye on your liquid. If you need more liquid, if it starts getting down, don't let this dry out. Just make you up, take a cup, and throw it in the nuke for about 20 seconds of distilled water, 1 cup, and add a ½ teaspoon of salt, Himalayan, to that. Mix it up in that warm water till it dissolves. Then add it to and bring it back up and recap it. So what happens here, you put it in this bag, and when it burps, it's going to come down and hit this. Now, after about 2 or 3 days, you may get a sauerkraut smell in your pantry or your... I put this in the laundry room behind a door where it's dark. And this will get a little on the smelly side because it's in about 2 or 3 days. You just come in and put in a new paper towel. Throw this one away. And the reason I use 2 bags in case one leaks, so the stuff isn't running on the floor. But every day you burp it, and that's it. In 10 days you come back and you enjoy some of the best sauerkraut in the land. Okay, folks? All right, I guess that's it for this show. We're going to do some other stuff soon. I want to do some infusions, show you the infusions that I do. Matter of fact, I made an infusion here. This is mullein. I drink about 1 quart of infusion every day. And this particular one is mullein, and it is excellent. Mullein. And I'm going to get, I'm getting low. I got to reorder. I'm going to order some red clover. And I'm going to order some oat straw. I'm going to order some more of this. And I'm going to order some more nettle. And I order it a pound at a time. And it takes one... what you do is you're taking 1 cup of the dried herb and putting it in a quart. I use these quart jars for everything. The wide mouth quarts. These things are beautiful. I mean, you get a case of these and you get the metal tops, but I throw the metal tops away and I buy the plastic. I don't want metal on any of the stuff that I'm eating. So yeah, that's what I do. I make sauerkraut. All of my herbal tinctures are all made in quarts. And for the infusions, I'll take a cup, 1 cup, and put in here, and I take boiling water and bring it all the way up. I cap it and I leave it in the sink overnight. And the next morning I have the infusion, and I run it through. We'll go through this, but I run it through this fine mesh. I put the canning funnel in my jar, put this inside of it, and I run my infusions through that to clean it up. All right. So that pretty much wraps up the show, guys. Appreciate you stopping by, and we're going to get in Wednesday on these bees. Good Lord willing, the creek don't rise, and the weather holds. I think it will. And we're going to get into these beehives on Wednesday. We'll have a new moon, and let's see where we're at with making up some hives. I want to make at least 4. I got enough equipment out there for 4. That'll pump me up to 8 hives. And then I got other equipment over there later on in the season. We'll see how that goes. So I will catch you on Wednesday. Bye-bye.